Hello, and welcome to the third installment of The Art of Modern Art. I'm your host, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to paint a portrait, particularly. Last time we learned how to draw a caricature of Brad Pitt. So today we're going to be painting a portrait of somebody, not Brad Pitt. So what you want is your canvas. I got this canvas. You can get a different canvas. There's the serial number, I think. And what you want to do is you want to make sure your canvas is right side up before you start. So we're going to get our paints out. I have blue. This is acrylic. I'm using acrylics. You can use whatever you want. Doesn't matter. Burnt umber. Parchment. That's a little weird. What is this? Metallic red and brilliant yellow. So these are basically all the colors. With these, you can mix and match and make pretty much any color ever super easily. What I do before I ever started painting is I paint the entire thing black. So this is a method that I got from my good friend Leonardo. Literally anytime he painted anything, he would paint his canvas completely black, and then he would add light to the painting. He would bring out the image that he wanted to convey to the world. What we're gonna do is, because we don't have black, we're gonna mix all the colors that we have and therefore get black, because that's what black is. It's all the colors. So I'm gonna add yellow first. I'll do a little bit of that. You don't want to put too much. We're just covering the whole thing. It doesn't matter what colors you do in order. It doesn't matter the order. If you have black, you can just go ahead and use that. This one's a little runny. Gross. Now, the parchment, whatever that means, just looks like white. I don't know why they don't just call it white. Colors are so weird. People in colors, they just come up with these words that don't mean anything. Now we're going to do the umber. I'm pretty sure this is a typo. That should be burnt amber. Or maybe they meant auburn. That's a color. No, that's a state. No, it's a state, yeah. And now the blue. I think this one's a screw off. Oh, I think I got it. Wait. Okay. Yeah, that was the right way. Alright, I got it started. Okay. This one's really liquidy if I remember correctly. Now, when you're spreading paint in this fashion, using this method, I call it the Glob Method, because they're like globs. You don't actually want to use a paintbrush, because that'll destroy your paintbrush. What you want to use is a palette knife. So, I don't actually have a palette knife, so I just got this from the kitchen. So if you don't have a palette knife, that's fine. Just use whatever knife you have on hand. Sometimes I use other knives. So because we want all of these to be mixed, instead of going this way with the colors and just separating the colors like they are right now, we're going to go this way so that the colors will mix together and form black eventually. So just take your knife and just rub it across. You can go back and forth too, just like this. If you want to just leave the painting like this, you could do that too. Sometimes I give in. Just get a nice even layer. You guys know that. If it bunches up like this, then take the big glop and just mush that around. Look at that. See, look, it's already looking black. A little bit. It'll mix more in as we continue. Alright, hang on. Okay, the knife wasn't actually working at all the angles, so I got this instead. If you need to take a break from your mixing and switch utensils or something like that, be sure and be fast because this stuff dries really fast. It's one of the fastest drying paints out there. That's why a lot of people use oil paint because it takes like a century to dry. Statistically speaking, acrylics dry precisely 573% faster than oils. Yeah, just be super fast. And also be sure and get the edges. My pet peeve is that people miss the edges. They just leave them blank and it looks awful. So if you need to get the paint over to the edges, just kind of mush it from the middle of the canvas over to the edge, like so. Just do what I do. This is a very popular method, by the way. As you know, all of the methods that I show you guys are very reliable because literally every successful artist uses them. And if they tell you they don't, they're lying. Or they don't know what they're talking about, or they're just lucky or talented or something, I don't know. And I'm gonna finish the edges up. Okay, so now that the painting is completely covered in all of your paints, you kind of want to get that even layer that I was talking about. So just kind of go in one direction like this. And then go in as many other different directions as you can. Yeah, that's right, Mrs. Nix. You can't tell me what to do anymore. I'm not in your class. I can go in whatever direction I want. You can't stop me. It looks fine. This is modern art, not your classical Liberacean era whatever. Okay. Oh, no. All right. Okay, so now that you've got your canvas completely painted and covered, just clean off your whatever you're using, and we're gonna let this dry. It'll be super quick. Okay, so it's taking way too long. I have no idea why, so I'm just gonna speed up the process real quick. If you hold the cool button, here, right here, the cool button, it'll make it go a lot faster because cold air is drier than hot air. Okay? Okay, so it's literally been an entire 24 hours and it's finally dry. That took a lot longer than it should have. Maybe these labels are lying. Now we're gonna paint our portrait. I'm just gonna use this paper plate for my palette to hold my paints. I just put some dollops on there of each color that I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using all my colors. Just space them out pretty evenly, like so. And just get them all down. Can you please unscrew this for me? Thank you. Okay. That's 3 colors. Thank you. There's our blue. And don't even think about asking me for a raise. Alright, here's our umber, whatever the heck that is. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna mix the colors like we want. Who do we want to paint? I don't know. Maybe just I don't know. Who knows what we're gonna get? I just don't want you know who. So once you have your paints all down, mix the red and yellow together a little bit. Not too much. Just enough to get a nice brilliant orange, because every human skin is at its most basic orange. Everyone has orange skin. Maybe some people have more pinkish skin and some people have more yellowish skin. And then of course there's the saturation and the brightness, but it's always going to be a color in between red and yellow. So I'm just gonna put orange straight on for the skin, and then we'll let the final step pick the ethnicity. Do your circle. Make sure make it nice and even here. Just mix some more orange if you need it. Get your circle down. And the way you hold a paintbrush is however you want. As long as you can use it. That's always nice. Alright, now we're going to fill in the skin. Just like that. Doesn't really matter. Just get it all filled in. A nice even layer. Of course. So now that we got the face down, we're going to let it dry. And we don't actually have to stop painting while it's drying. We can paint a different area of our portrait. Also make sure you have some water on hand. Is that a bug? Make sure you have some water to rinse off your brush. Let's give him a collared shirt. I'm gonna mix the blue and white together to get a nice, brilliant blue. It's pretty blue collar, don't you think? Just put that down. That's just a triangle, and then make another triangle on the other side, like that. And you see, it's like a collar. The triangles, they meet. And then just fill in this bottom part. And don't forget to wrap the color around, or I'll have to come visit you. And the face is probably almost dry already. Let's give him like a seat coat or something. I don't know. Just gonna mix all the colors here real quick. Get a nice black. Just gonna do a line for the shoulders. And just kind of, yeah, okay. So, all we're gonna see of his body is already pretty much done. Let's give him some hair. I'm just gonna use the umber straight as it is. Just throw that on there. Do one line across the top, one line down the side, one line down the other side. And that covers kind of the hair area. The haria. Oh. It's not quite dry yet. Time to do the eyes. Get your lightest color. I like to just drop some down where the eyes go. Now for the lips, get some red. Just do one line straight across. Get the same color as the hair. Straight across for the mustache. Let's do like a goatee thing going on here. And maybe some eyebrows too. Those are some stern eyebrows. He means business. And just get your colors kind of flattened out. Get them kind of even as best you can. And don't feel bad if you're not as good as mine. I have been doing this a long time, so I really know what I'm doing. I'll just put a nose in there. And yeah, just kind of let the colors do what they do. Oh, I almost forgot. He's gonna look like an alien without some irises. Let's do a green. So take your yellow, if you want green eyes, and mix them in with the blue. See that? It's a beautiful green. It's very mossy almost. So just put those irises in there however you want. You can make them looking off to the sides or something, but I really like when my paintings seem like they're looking directly at you all the time, no matter where you go. The eyes just kind of follow you. It's real creepy. I love that effect. All you have to do to get that is make the eyes look straight ahead. That's it. That's all you have to do. You don't actually have to draw the little irises on every single angle of the painting, even though that's what everybody thinks. And you don't need little motors behind the canvas controlling the irises or anything like that. No, you just put the irises in the middle, and that's it. So I'll be back after this dries. And you guys know that I want to know in the comments after you know who you painted, so I can know. Okay. So now that the painting's dry, get your mayonnaise out. I've got Hellman's real mayonnaise, right? Never even heard of him. He sounds untrustworthy. I'm gonna use this spoon to throw some globs onto the painting, like so. Just get a whole lot. You're gonna want a good amount here. Maybe 3 big glops. Maybe 4 big glops. Or 5. Oh gosh. So now just spread a nice even layer all over the painting. Get all the corners, all the edges, and get a nice even layer. Okay. If the smell starts to bother you, you can get like a mask or something. Wish I had one. And get your edges too down on the bottom and the sides. Okay. Just do it as fast as humanly possible. I'm gonna use like a spoon or something. When you're doing this part of the process, it's very similar to icing a cake. In fact, it's almost exactly the same process. You want to get a beautiful cake layering, like you're going to present this at a wedding to a bride and her betrothed. It's quite a magical step. It's very important to rendering your final portrait to fantabulousness. I really want this to work out well for you guys and for my wall. Possibly my mom's fridge, I don't know yet. So now just take your squeegee. I borrowed this one from my mom's shower. And, sorry. Take your squeegee and we're just gonna wipe straight down all of our work to reveal our final render. Might take a couple tries. Oh, look at all that. It's lovely. Just keep squeegeeing it off. And all this lovely, delicious sludge left over, just put it on a sandwich, I guess. And it looks like the same old story here. I'm gonna be honest. I really hoped that after the last video, after intentionally drawing Brad Pitt and outwardly saying that I was going for Brad Pitt, I was really hoping that this time it would be different. I'm a little ashamed of myself. I'm a little embarrassed. I hope you guys got a good result. I don't want to be a downer. Maybe I'll try again, maybe not. I don't know. I'm just not really in the mood right now. I hope you guys like the method. I hope it worked out well for you. Farewell, audience. Art out.